RDA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The 3rd down run gets them nothing. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Wide, get wide. Check three.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Check three. Hatch it.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
180. Hey, watch it. Switch. Check 24.
Now Gordon on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready! Wait, 80! Wait! Say! Check! Fresno! Check. Wait, 80 behind.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Too low. Hey, Echo. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He's tired of me. Round.
Rivers now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's Allen. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. 14, Chargers 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Rivers now to throw on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 99, check 99. Check safety, check safety. Slam. Room. Check 26, check 26.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, ready. Check 13. Hey, Delta.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Second 90, 190. 58, come on. Watch the run. Hey, 79. Shit. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Keep it skinny.
Rivers to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Topper! Switch! Check the hot read. He's crazy.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Kill. 49, check 49. 12. Quick dash. Come. Check 50. Tighten up.
Hey, Delta!
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Check 52, come on. What we got?
Back near his goal line, here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Set, 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That's pulled in at the 32. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Man, I got you. Keep it skinny. Check, 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 check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
On first down, Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Bofo's the mic. Mike's Bofo. I don't think he's...
On second and inches, Rivers. This is caught by Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10.
Rivers with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Any day. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Benjamin's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be second and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal. Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Third and goal for Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jerry Tillery. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And then we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rivers now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Check 9. Kill. Watch the safety creep. Hey, alert.
Hey, Delta!
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready! Block 15!
Mike. Yo. Switch. Check. Lucky.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Left to right.
Hey, switch gears. Jack!
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
44. Mike, 44. Hey, tight. He's coming.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Load it! Load it!
Army, Army! Army, Army!
Left, left, left!
From just shy of midfield, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2.
You can't block me!
To throw is Rivers. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey! You don't want to see me. You don't want me. I got you.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hurry, hurry. Check.
Now Hunt. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. Seibert able to knock this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, ready.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Check 53, Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this. Watch it.
Easy.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the 24, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
On second down, Mayfield again. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got called for the penalty.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Allen's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Rivers now. Going deep for Benjamin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Third down.
Set, 180. Mike, 49. Not today, you are. Not today.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rivers. It's complete to Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We got this.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 79! 79!
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Rivers to throw. That's going to be caught. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way. The #1 pick in 2018. He showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2018, the projections on where Baker Mayfield was going to go, it varied. But rarely did anyone suggest he would go #1 overall. And he did. Showed exactly why. It's not just how he plays. It's not just his arm and his vision. It's the leadership. It's the toughness, it's the moxie that he exhibits, and his teammates just feed off of it.
So for the Browns, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here,